Greetings and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at the RX-178 Gundam Mark II from 2015. Now this is another kit that I have had for a while now. And, well, starting off with the appearance, you can tell that I have done some work onto it. Just a few touches up with Gundam markers on the V-fin and such. I think around the vents too, and of course mostly panel lines, just here and there. Although it is a very nice kit in my opinion. This is a very good take on a Gundam. I also like the sort of exposed frame at the bottom here. And there's actually not really much that I have to say. So here are the stickers though. You can see one sticker for the eyes, one sticker inside for the head camera, one sticker in the back for the rear camera, two stickers up front for the for these front sections here. I think this one's crooked. I'm not sure. These two yellow ones are on the shield, which we will get to for the accessories. Or I guess I could show. I guess I could show the shield right now. So these are the stickers. You have one on this side and one on the other. I don't recall which ones these go to, because I clearly haven't used those. I don't know where those go, but they do exist. Yeah. Most of them are actually on this, I think. There's I think there's a sticker for this one, but I can't tell if that's painted. There's a sticker here though for the bottom. I actually thought there were more stickers on that, but there is not. There's another sticker on the sight for the rifle, and another sight for the bazooka. Anyways, moving on to the articulation now, because I don't really have much to say. I mean, it is a bulky Gundam, actually. I do like this. Wonderful take on a Gundam, in my opinion. It just has bulk in all the right places. Anyways, yes, moving on to the articulation. We do have a... Oh. Well, here is the neck. So we have a swivel right here, and a ball joint up top. Allows for slight rotation. Let's see. Not much, but that is what you get out of it. One thing that I do notice is that the head itself is exactly lined up with the collar, so you won't get much articulation out of that. Oh wait, I might have been no. Okay, so it can look up that far, which is actually surprising. I guess it didn't look like much when I was doing it without the head. Looking downwards, that much. The head seems to be popping off quite a bit. Oh. Well, there's the backpack attachment. Oh, okay. There's the backpack attachment. I honestly kind of thought I might have broke it because I forgot. It actually just pegs in from into that rectangle and slides downwards. Moving on to the torso, you do have a ball joint inside and a ball joint attached to the waist, so you do have a decent ab crunch. And for the backpack, there's these two beam saber holders, or extra vents and stuff that are on ball joints. Now, one thing that I want to mention is that if you push these all the way up, these wires, as you can just see here, it pops out of the little thing it's meant to be inside of. So they don't extend very far. I'm not sure why they did it like that, but it can pop out if you just push these in all the way. Moving to the sides, we have the arm, and there's a joint inside the torso here. I always forget about the joint torsos, to be honest, because sometimes they're part of the arm, or part of the shoulder, I mean. So they kind of get overlooked, in my opinion, when making these reviews. So you do have a joint up there. The armor does not move, but you do get a decent amount of articulation going upwards here. You do have your 360 rotation. Again, you saw that already. That's as far as it can go upwards. You do get a 360 rotation here, a double jointed elbow, one joint, two joints, one joint again, and another joint there. And you have your standard ball joint wrist. Now moving on to the waist, as you can see, this poly cap sucks. It does not firmly attach to the peg on the waist. So if you just wiggle it, it can come, it can just fall out. This is a problem that I've had for a while now. I haven't really fixed it. I'm sure you can just fix it with a little bit of glue and just, of course, rotate it at the same time just to make sure it doesn't stick together. Because, of course, you do want that rotation, but you want some grip on the inside. So, other than that, I would say to fix this up, that does not take much to fall out. I mean, if you do this aggressively, then yeah, it does fall out pretty easily. So I guess just moving down to the waist here, you have a flap front skirts. They go up that far, limited by its own frame. So the front skirts can go up that far, or well, that far. Side skirts. Actually, I guess I should just put that on. So side skirts can go up that far. That's nothing. That is absolutely nothing at all. And the rear skirt is not moving, but you do get a little tab here you could just pull down the flap, and that will hold the bazooka. So moving to the legs here, you get articulation going forward all the way up like that. That's as far as you get. That top torso wants to fall off already. And moving backwards, that's all you get. In the splits, you do get that much. You do get a rotation at the upper thigh. You cannot do a 360 because of how the armor continuously hits the frame. You do get a double jointed knee. You get one joint here, which reveals a bit of inner frame right there. And then you get another joint here, and that's as much as you get. That's as far as it bends. I kind of wish it would bend a little bit more, but that is all you can get. Ankle movement, you have a swivel going back and forth. Ball joint inside of the foot, going into the foot. Oh yeah, you have some piston detail here as well. And yeah, that's all you can get. Oh, there is ankle rotation as well. Ankle armor rotation. So forward, that's as far as it goes forward. And backwards, very good as well, as expected from a ball joint, in my opinion, as well as the swivel. So is that, again, that's forward. So I guess that's decent. I'm not really sure. But there is the articulation for the Gundam Mark II. Now onto the extra accessories. We do have a rifle, a slide out handle, or rotating handle. A very nice looking rifle in my opinion. This is very, like, detailed in my opinion. Well, as far as beam rifles go, I think this is a nice one. This kit, of course, has the sandwich style hands. You just separate the armor and the hand, if you can. It's difficult sometimes. Anyways, of course, you just slide this into the hand like so, and you just put the cover back on, and you just attach the wrist back on. So that is that. I guess I should have put the stand out for this, which I guess I'll go get right now. I have got it. Actually, you know what? I think maybe I'll start doing the stand after the comparisons, because I think that makes more sense. Here is the, I guess we'll do the shield next. Here we have a rotation here. So, and when it attaches into the arm, you can rotate the shield full 360. You have fake ammo right here. The ammo does not, or the, yeah, I don't know what they're called. Mags? I think they're called mags on real ones. But, on this, I don't know. But that does not come off. That is part of the weapon. That's part of the rifle. And you get two fake, containers there. Not really much going on here, but you can just peg into the back of the arm here, like so. And now you have the shield attached. Of course, you can do the 360. And next we have the bazooka. You have a rotating handle, and that's it. Not really much here going on with the bazooka. It just looks like a bazooka. But, of course, you can pull down this rear flap, and it can store like so. Just like that. Now, I did mess with this kit quite a bit, and I've noticed that every time that you, like, well, I guess every time that you mess with it, this can easily move around and wiggle. As you can see, it actually popped out of place. So, and it just starts wiggling. It doesn't really take much to like make it start doing that. So just keep that in mind. Oh, I guess there is a, you can see, you can kind of like slide the top part underneath that white bit. And I guess that's extra security. I'm not really sure. Now moving on to the beam sabers, because yes, we do have 2 beam sabers. Another thing that I want to mention is, I don't know if that's hard to see or not, but just from wiggling it, it's not firmly attached. There is a gap there. I was able to do it earlier. I'm not really sure which one did it, but one of the beam sabers did completely fall out. I guess it's not that one. From wiggling it. And I guess it's not doing that now. But I actually did just cut these out, and they slid on very easily. So I was like really concerned about that. And it does seem to be the case that just from wiggling it enough, it does tend to make a little gap there. I'm not sure how well you can see that, but there is like a gap right there, just from wiggling it. Again, push that all the way up. Oh, I don't know if you saw that, but yeah, you can see it right there. I'm pushing it all the way up, and it just falls a little bit. So it's not a really firm attachment. And I just realized that I've been on this beam saber for a long moment now. So getting it into the hand is simple. You just slide it into the hand, and there you have that. And of course, if you want to store the beam saber, you have to take off the beam and actually just attach it into the little slot there on the handle. Right from that, just put that peg in like that. Like this, and it kind of just slides on like so. And that is the beam saber handle attached. Like that. You also get this headpiece, little antenna, little things that go around it, little sensors. This will actually just slide around the head and tab into the slots on the side of the head. Like so. Oh. And that is the Gundam Mark II, fully geared up. Yeah, I've been on this for a while now. So there is this extra piece right here. I don't know what this is for, but I do have it. It came with this kit. I don't know where it goes. If you do know where this piece goes, let me know, because I don't want to like have to like keep it away. I don't know. And of course you get a polycap neck in here. I don't know why, but they still molded one anyways. I guess it's good for just extra parts in case polycap necks break. Anyways, moving on to the comparisons, we have the RX-178 2 and the God Gundam, both high grades. So, of course, it's average size, pretty decent. For a little bit of bigger choices, we have the Banshee, high-grade Banshee, and the high-grade Bale. I guess Bale's not really that big, actually. It's just a little bit bigger than, the Gundam Mark II. And for the final comparisons, we have the high-grade Astray red frame inversion and the Zaku 2 F-Type Solari. So it's pretty much average. Oh my gosh, voice crack. But it's pretty much average size for a Gundam. So there is that. And I guess I'll get this into a pose right now. So, do I recommend this kit? Yes. It does have some issues with being loose in some parts, in some areas. But I think overall, it's a pretty nice kit to have. And well, that's kind of it, really. It's loose in some areas, but I think it can easily be, like, tightened up here and there. And it's a very nice looking Gundam, in my opinion. It does have a pretty decent armory, as well as, well, it does have some nice inner frame that does get exposed. There's not really much to say about it. The only major issue that I've had with this kit is the torso polycap that always falls out. I guess it's good for getting decapitated. I don't know. Or just, yeah, just getting sliced with a beam saber here. Just you know. Anyways, overall, absolutely recommend. It's nice. It's decent for its age. Of course, you should fix it up and maybe do some color correcting on this, and you'll be on your way. So, not exactly a whole lot to say about it, but it is what it is. The pose is great, though. And, I really don't know what to say. But if you enjoyed this video, which I'm not sure if you have, because this one was a little lame, in my opinion. I don't know. There's not a whole lot going on here, but if you did, for whatever reason, enjoy the video, leave a like and consider subscribing to help out the channel, and it would be greatly appreciated. And I will see you guys in the next one.